Yo guys, what's up? It's me, TakeFlight, here back for another Valorant video. Today on my guide series. Today, we have a special video. This is the Fade Guide special. This is a bit early, and this is going to be my Fade Master Course. Today, this video is going to be split into 4 chapters. This is Chapter 1, the basics. Chapter 2 will be intermediate. Chapter 3 will be advanced fade tech. And Chapter 4 is a nice montage dedicated to nothing but lineups. Today we can do Chapter 1, the fade basics, here in the range. The next 2 chapters will be conducted on Pearl, and I'm going to drag my friends in to be some of my training dummies. And Chapter 4 is a montage, which I'm probably also going to split up into its own separate video. And I'm going to splice the hell out of this thing for YouTube Shorts. Fade is an interesting initiator. She is the first initiator in a while that's been able to rival the information gathering capabilities of Sova, who's been covered on this series. The thing that makes Sova so good at gathering information is this. He is able to throw a lineup and gather information on every single player in a radius. This is something a Fade is able to do as well. Fade's abilities all complement each other. If you're chasing someone down who's running, you can throw this ability and stop them dead in their tracks, or you can throw this ability just to be a nuisance. Let's kick the video off with an ability breakdown for the people who have joined us here who don't know much about Fade or how to play Fade at all. Start with Fade's C. Prowler. Doggo. Doggo. This is Doggo. We like Doggo. Enemies do not like Doggo. I'm joking, it's actually a cat. Fade is a feline. This is a kind of thing. This is their ability that rivals a Sova drone. Sova is this lovely little thing called an owl drone. It lets him come up into place and tag enemies and gather information on them. Fade's Prowler, however, is basically able to do the same thing. You throw a Prowlerable vibe, and as soon as it locks onto someone, cut that out, me. As soon as it locks onto someone, it will chase them. It'll chase them and blind them. This lets Fade clear angles. Let's use our makeshift sight, which hasn't been used in a while. This is sight. I'm able to do that and clear here and here. So what I'm able to do is I'm able to do that, then this, and get this. I usually use the minimap to pilot the doggo, and get it into here, and basically clear all of that with one piece of util. Now, you can actually throw an earlier lineup And if there's someone here, I can now follow up with a doggo to make the kill easier. That's the thing with Fade. Her abilities all complement each other. So I throw this line up, and oh, there's someone in this corner. Okay, guess I'll throw my C's up, peg them, and now I have a really easy kill, because they're down 75 HP, deafened, and can't move. Fade's Prowler is her entry tool. It's the green light. Watch skill capture red light, green light guide. I might do a shot on it later. Yeah. The green light is what tells your allies to go in. Her haunt can also be a green light. Next is her Q. Seize. You don't want to be in there. Let me show you. Everyone in the area is now stuck. As proof that they lost health, I will capture this man. 1, 2, 3. It's another bot thing. Yes. As soon as it hits, if you knife, they're down 75 HP, and they instantly start to heal back up. Plus, they're deafened, and you see all that circle, right? They can't leave. When they're in here, they are stuck in here. Until they're either dead, or the ability runs out. Her E, Haunt. Yeet. Look. Everyone in the Haunt's line of sight, it's got a very big range, is now scanned. Is there someone in this corner? You're not safe. Is there someone jiggle peeking from here? You're not safe. Is there someone mindlessly bee-hopping around here who accidentally peeks? You're not safe. No one is safe. The Haunt has a maximum airtime of 1.5 seconds, and anything after that, it pegs straight to the ground, or you can recast to get to the ground earlier. There's only a small window of opportunity to shoot the Haunt before it can scan you. So the thing that balances Fade's Haunt from Sophie's Dart is that 1.5 second airtime. Otherwise, if this could go on the air forever, well, that'd be a problem. Because you can't destroy this thing once it looks like this without getting marked. That's the thing with Sophie's Dart. You can wait for it to pop, peek, shoot it, and unpeek, and it won't scan you. But that's something that Fade's eye isn't. As soon as it's up, there is no stopping the eye. So yeah, finally Fade's ult. It's a combination of all three abilities. It's a combination of these two, and a big long breach ult style line. It pings them, marks them, deafens them. Combined here. Fade usually does his nice little voice line to tell you how many she marked. That is Fade's kit. some very powerful abilities on their own, but together make a pretty balanced agent overall. Since the Prowler is limited by range, since all three of her abilities are limited terribly by range. If I put this at 30 meters and send the Prowler down, it barely makes it 30 meters. This is a 30-meter gap. And that's the Prowler's max range. I can throw... If you're good enough, you can throw a haunt further. Past 30 meters. But I got it there instead of 30. That's why Fade's optimal buy is usually this with this. In case you need long range, you got that little bit of long range tap. But you also have some phantomness. Just in case you need it. Because of this, you're going to expect Fade to be better on smaller maps. But no, she's better on close range maps. There's a difference. Close range maps can be anything from Pearl to Haven in some places, same as Pearl, to Icebox, not Icebox, definitely not, to Ascent and Bind. Ascent, Bind, and Pearl are Fade's most optimal maps, and there are some nifty little lineups you can do on maps like Icebox as well as Fade's strong presence on A site, Icebox, literally being able to clear all of Maze with a Prowler. Fade can be very complicated. Like all the agents in this game, they can be. But Fade most simply needs to wait back and tell their team when to go. A good Fade play would be throws line up, that's good, clears some angles, the team pushes in, she follows up, plants the spike, and plays post plant. Using your C's and an extra Prowler if you have to. Using your ult to enter. Now something that's just cool is that you actually can't see it go across the void. That's not the point. That's basically part 1 done. Fade is an initiator. You all know it. You know how to buy Fade, you know where to play Fade. Skip to if you want to, you can go look at the intermediate, or go practice a little bit, or you can skip to the very end, and look at some nifty little Fade lineups, which I would absolutely recommend you learn. That's part 1, guys. It's time for part 2. And everyone, welcome back to part 2. Stop. This is my slave, Cool Cats. He's gonna sit here and do whatever I want. If I do this, he'll be there. Today, guys, we are going to be covering more advanced Fade things. This is the intermediate part of the Fade guide. We aren't going to go over lineups just yet, but we are going to cover Fade tech. Starting with a situation where, I don't know, the spike's down. The spike will now stay there. Today, we are going to be talking about intermediate fade. This is more than just her abilities, like where she should play on site and after post plan. I give you basic information on that, but I don't really go into it. So Fade really doesn't want to enter site if she has to. If I'm pushing B, stop, slave. If I'm pushing B, I'll come out and basically just come out here with the team. And here's a quick tip. This entire area, right? You can throw up here, and it will just come up here, and this scans the entire site. The further it is forward, the more site it scans. Basically ending with it being, I can see here a nice chunk of this, back here, there. I've got a blind spot back there, back there, behind there, and back there. Kind of thing. But really, it'll usually do something incredibly similar if you just throw it there. It will scan the big spots here, this corner now, heaven, pushing onto site, and site itself. Now, if I, as the Fade, do have to push up, I'll try not to push up too much. If I can, I won't actually push up at all, and I'll just let someone else plant. If I am playing site with my team, if they decide to plant open here, I'll usually come here and hold flank from here. Since they have to, if they want to peek down here, they either have to peek up here, slave, go up top. Here, because they have to peek this side right here to look down here, or up here, which I can look at from up top of this box. They made B screens a really, really valuable place, and my slave missed his cue. That's why I hold here, because I'm now able to hold the jump up here, this corner right here, and if I'm being a bit dangerous, all the way over here. I have to trust that my team will cover tunnel and top. Either that, or if I'm playing retake on defender's side, I will always come up here. I'll always come up here, because there's a weird lineup thing that I can't actually do that if you throw it out just right, it'll scan all of sight, and if they've smoked it, you can spray through smoke. I don't use that one, I actually have one for right up here. Corner of this box, that thing, running throw. It's running, jumping throw. That one kind of works. It's running, jumping throw. It's meant to go up this corner, but anyway. Say I peek, and I see there's someone, I can shoot them down now. If I eye out, I can scan them and give me the advantage in any gunfight. And this is a really easy angle to methodically clear, and I can even hold here if I have to. So yeah. Now, if the spike is planted there are thousands of lineups, but I like to hold from here in post plant if I have to play off site. Slave, stand there. Stand here. Or just stop. I like to play back here, like most people. It lets me simultaneously check with a horn, and it gives me room to push up, push up and take more space if I have to. But mostly, someone can get an op, and, yeah. Now, slave, go all the way over there and crouch on spike. Op, thank you very much. Go crouch on spike. Just imagine that the slave is on spike. I'm now able to peek and pressure him incredibly hard with an op. I can peek from this angle. I can push down. I can push down and peek him from this angle. I can peek from up here. Or I can create some form of weird off angle with an op. So yeah, that's why you want to play back here. Now, if your team does a dumb thing, and instead of planting the spike there, they decide to plant the spike default in the very cornermost, then my tip is play here. Either play back here and hold this angle, or flank, because you're now able to contest all these angles incredibly easy. Slave, stop. Or play back here, because you're now able to contest long. As well as spike. Drop up here and here. As well as long from another angle. And then this area. Here are the lines when you should use your abilities. I could probably save this for the next one, but these are just the basic zones. So everyone, on this map, the area where you want to use your abilities on B site, where we are in the game now, is here. Here. This area. This is the area in game. And this is when you want to use your Prowler. For B site, you can either use this Prowler, which clears here, back here. You can make it clear back here, and then finish it here. And then you come here and use your C's. C's to clear all of this. And your I if you haven't already used it, but I would recommend that you already use it. In defense, use it just as you're about to peek. Like, dog out now to find someone. Or C's here to see if there's someone on the spike. Or if they planted there, you can C's there. Or back there. Or even back there if you want to. You can drop it down here. Load it into there. All that kind of stuff. Just as you're about to peek. On A site, however, slightly different. Really, you want to start using your abilities at this line. So you're able to dog out now and clear either here, up that way, or back that way. Peek here, and use your C's to clear all the way back here. Now you can save your haunt, or you can use your haunt for early information, like using a haunt that lands up here, checks basically all of sight, apart from just back here, and back here. Mid is really your choice, because dog can reach through here, but if you come up here and then dog through, dog can reach even more back. And if you come here, you're basically peeking and dog can go all the way back. or even get here. But remember, your eye can be used first in every single one of these scenarios. That's just a nice thing to remember. That is enough. Slave. That is enough for today, guys. Guys, that was the intermediate part done. Just as a quick recap, we covered where you should use your abilities and where you need to play Fade in order to be most effective. Other than just, oh, you're behind everyone. Which is very much true. We'll see you guys in the next section. Going there now. And welcome back, everyone, to the third part of this guide. This is the hard part, the difficult part, the master course for Fade. I have a different... Wait, do I have a different friend? Oh, no, I have another friend here. Probably a different friend, who's running around somewhere here on Bind. I'm going to use Bind for this one, since I've done the range. I've done Pearl, Fade's best map. I've done the range. I've done Pearl, Fade's best map, and now I'm doing Bind, Fade's second best map. I'm just gonna... So yeah. Hardcore Fade stuff. Fade, as you know, is an initiator. I'm going all the way back to the fundamentals to explain some stuff. Fade's job is to get her team on to site. She can either use this to get them onto site, by them following that up. I'm going to come back to A, and my friend over here is going to listen to me and come over to short. Yep, he's coming now. Follow my dog, and my dog can clear stuff for him, so he can blind stuff, and just... he can do that. Or I can do the same thing with my ults. Another thing I'm going to mention... Here, you can stop shooting now. Another thing I'm going to mention is that Faye can also kind of use her eye for this. This isn't really the best map to demonstrate this on. Since, I've got this lineup here. So if you throw it over this wall, you can get up on here, and that clears if there's any early aggression up here. And that's a good starting lineup if there's any early pushes. Or that you can come here, and throw, bang. And this one here clears there, up there. Anywhere where you'd actually need to clean. Fade, now, to make this complicated, Fade can do and make everyone enter with all her abilities. C's can do this. Her eye can do this. Dog can do this. And her ult can do it. But each of them do it differently. If my friend over here would come back over to short, let's just say that we have a harbor wall along here, so he can't see. I can use my C's onto Hookah, and he can follow the C's, and if I catch anyone, he can shoot their brain out. Say we have the same thing, I can perform this lineup. And the wall across here, he can pass through. He can use the information that this gathers to then peek through and kill us all. That's what Fade is for. There are some unique things that Fade can do, and I'll go over a few unique Fade-specific techs if this guy would like to remove his invulnerability and stand over here. So a few Fade tech is Prowler Peek. You send your Prowler first, and then you shoot them. He joined my team, so I don't know why. And then you have the Overseas, which does the seas first. You have an eye distraction, which closes the eye up at the same time. So as soon as the eye goes down, you then peek. There's nothing really with the alt. Then you have the movement Prowler, which is just moving the Prowler back and forth a ton, which is similar to someone bee-hopping like this at you. It's really hard to shoot them. And then, stop. Stand here, stand here, stand here. And shush. Done. And then, you've got a bouncing seize. Got a bouncing seize, which is another one that's quite useful. You can throw seize off a wall and it'll bounce. Bouncing eye distraction, which can place the eye behind someone. And then you always have to remember that Fade can quick drop her eye when she needs to. So if you throw something up like that and then you quick drop the eye without doing a lineup, like if I was to use my magic and concoct a lineup for here, I can also do the same by just throwing that and pressing E. I have no idea what happened there. Anyway, that is all for now. That is the advanced Fade tech guide. And that's how you should be playing Fade. In the simple part, I'm pretty sure I went over where Fade should play, how she should get in, and what she should buy. But that's all for now, guys. Enjoy this quick montage, but that's all from me. Does my friend over here want to do the outro? Please remember to like and subscribe. Adios, arrivederci, and...